My guest market monitor this week is Mark Leibovit, Chief Market Strategist for VRTrader.com. Welcome back to NBR, Mark.
Glad to be here as always, Paul.
One of Wall Street's old axiom is that a market that ignores bad news is one destined to go higher. Well, we had a lot of bad news today, and yet the Dow rose 228 points. What's going on here? Are we going higher still?
I think we are, Paul. In fact, our forecast model pinpointed mid-April as a low point here, and it looks like we're going to carry on here for a few weeks. The big resistance in the S&P is in that 1388 to 1396 range. Dow Industrial is around 13,000, 13,100. If we can go through those levels, I think, we can often run a little bit more here in the weeks ahead. I want to take it a week at a time. I don't want to start predicting a new bull market, but our model says up here for the next several weeks, so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt.
Now, on your last visit with us in early November, you gave our viewers 4 recommendations, and let's see how they've fared since then. Let's have the first 2 up on the boards. The diamonds, of course, down a little bit, 1.9%, and then the spiders down 4.6%. Are you still with those, or have you been in and out several times?
Well, I've been out and back in. After we recommended them on November 9th, the Dow rallied another 700-800 points into December 11th. So we did catch that move, but obviously the market deteriorated and we did get out of them. But now we're back in because we think we're getting a little bit of a rally here.
Okay, so you like those two?
Still traders market. We're long here.
Okay, you had 2 other recommendations then. Let's have a look at those. The power share down 6.6%, and the real casualty, Frontier Development Group, a uranium stock, down almost 62%.
Yeah, real embarrassment with the uraniums. We caught a big move in those in the last couple of years, and they topped out on us late last year. But I re-added FRG to our list this week to take advantage of this $4 or $5 price. Still think uranium is going to be a big play, and I want to be in there.
Okay. Now, you've provided us with a chart showing your annual forecast for the dollar this year. Let's have a look. It looks like it's got a little bit more to go on the upside, and then a very weak closing months of the year, right?
Okay. Well, the dollar is an important ingredient for us because it's tied so much to the commodities and into gold and silver. If you look at the chart, there's a big spike there late summer, and I think that's what you got to look for in terms of impact on gold.
Okay, let's have a look at the gold forecast chart. And there we see it coming up strong toward the end of the year.
But it also has a little weak point there, late summer, tied to that theoretical rally in the dollar. I'm not convinced right here. A lot of Wall Street are convinced that this is the moment the dollar is going to take off. I don't think that's it. I think it's coming in a couple months, so I still think you could be short the dollar and long the metals here. But the key number in the dollar index is at 73 levels. So let's see if it takes that out.
How about some new recommendations for our viewers?
Okay, we got 3 related to the precious metals. First one would be my old favorite, GLD, which is a surrogate for gold. I have targets in gold up to 1,100, 1,200 an ounce, and ultimately, as I've said in previous broadcasts, 3,000 an ounce. So I want to be in there.
Okay, that's one way to track it, literally. All right, let's have a number 2 recommendation.
Okay, my next 2 are silver related. Silver, a big catch-up. Silver should be $45 an ounce as far as I'm concerned. Now it's trading in the $17 an ounce range. This is the
composite quote here, $176.71, and that was down $3.39.
And that relates to silver around $17.60. Anyway, silver is headed way up. I'm projecting SLV into the mid-20s now and ultimately into the mid-40s. So you want to be long SLV.
That trades on the American exchange.
Right, and GLD trades on New York, correct.
Right. And we have time for one more.
One more, PAAS. That's a silver play. It's Pan American Silver. If silver's going to go as I think, you want to own this. This is a blue chip in silver. I'm projecting at least the low 50s, but it's probably a $60, $70 stock, particularly if silver gets going.
You say silver at $50 an ounce?
Absolutely, maybe 100, but let's take 50 for now.
Okay. Do you personally own any of the securities mentioned or have other disclosures to make?
Yes, I trade all these back and forth all the time. Silver, gold, Pan American. I'm in and out all the time for VRTrader.com.
Very good. Well, I'm afraid we have to leave it there, Mark, but thanks for being with us once again. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks again, Paul.
My guest, Mark Leibovit of VRTrader.com.